A £1 million signing from Everton, right back Gary Stevens, fresh from the European Championships with England. And from Norwich City, £550,000, Kevin Drinkle, the man who will form the new spearhead with Ali McCoist. Ian Sinis in the director's box, watching calmly. A gala occasion at Douglas Park, packed to capacity, 10,500 people as Rangers start the match, kicking up the very significant slope which runs from right to left down Douglas Park. So a vital day for Terry Butcher, right back in the heart of competitive action again for Rangers. And Mark Walters with the throw on the far side. There's John Brown, and the cross blocked by Jimison. Brown, their winning number 8, was a Hamilton Accies player before going to Dundee in 1984 for £45,000. A bit more expensive when he signed for Rangers last season for £350,000. Jerry Collins, the skipper for Hamilton, turns it out. There's Walter Smith in the Rangers dugout with some exhortations for the Rangers players. Rangers certainly are not having things all their own way at this stage. There's a free kick to Hamilton, a foul by Walters on Harris. Golf marking fairly. There's Willie Jimison. Not challenging, he's up well. Touched away by Woods. Stuart Gordon closing in, and there's another moment of real concern for the Rangers defenders. Willie Jimison fighting the ball in, McNaught stealing it in the blind side, a downward header, and Woods reacted quickly to punch the ball away from Gordon. There's Fairley with the corner kick. Jimison goes up. Turned away by Stevens, but he had to hurry because Gordon was there very quickly indeed. It's back with McDonald. Headed away by Gough this time. Here's Jimison. Well played down there by Stevens for Drinkle. That came off the Rangers number 7. Dave Roseborough doing the good work for Hamilton. So it's an Accies throw on this near side. Stuart Gordon looking sharp inside that Rangers box. There's Fairley, nodding it inside. Butcher creates space for himself. Jimison provides the depth for Hamilton in defence for the moment. Gough forced to play the ball by the attentions of Fairley. The physique of Butcher winning the ball from Gordon. Fine tackle that from Kerr. Kerr and Walters clashing off the ball after that initial challenge. Referee Jim Renton has picked up the reaction of Walters. So the referee will have a word with the Rangers number 11. It started with a crunching tackle, and a fair one at that from Jim Kerr. He played the ball cleanly. The players tangling as they fell, and Walters was clearly unhappy with the challenge. A little exchange there between the two. Butcher's header. Midway through the first half, as John Brown goes in with that reckless challenge. He didn't make contact with Colin Harris, but referee Renton immediately gave the free kick. Harris can manage a smile. McKee to Fairley. Harris with a return pass. Here's Fairley again for Hamilton, and it's well saved by Woods. Superb play from Hamilton, opening up the Rangers defence once again. The debt due to Chris Woods in the Rangers goal. Great move this from the free kick. Fairley laying the ball off. Harris with the instant return. Fairley getting away from Butcher, and the shot well saved by the right hand of Chris Woods. Drinkle and McCoist the target men through the middle. Would needed some height to reach them. Fairley towards Gordon. It's cut off by Butcher, turning to his favourite side, the left, and finding Brown with a good pass. Stevens now storming up on the right flank for Rangers. Nearly crossed the far post. Drinkle is there, so is Ferguson. And a great bit of play there from Rangers, with Gary Stevens making a difference with that surging run on the right flank. Cross delivered early, a difficult one for the young keeper who didn't get to it, and Drinkle found the angle too narrow. Fairly got a touch, the cover provided by Butcher. Jamieson winning that. Kenny Collins was there to make sure for Hamilton. There's some space for Stuart Monroe. This is Walters. Showing a clean pair of heels to McKee. There's Drinkle again going up well. It's back for Durrant. It was blocked by Kerr. Back with Walters. Rangers building up some pressure now on the Hamilton defence. It's turned away for a throw, which goes to Rangers. But that was the closest yet for Rangers. Still trying to get the ball forward. It's with Terry Butcher. This is Goff. Choice. The Drinkle is also there, and the clearance comes from McKee this time. Stevens to Wilkins. To Goff, and the play switched to the left to Monroe, making lots of room for the fullback. Good play from Rangers. As Walters have caused all the trouble a moment ago with that burst of pace past Kevin McKee. With the cross to the far side to Drinkle. There's Jamieson. Not touches it away. Here's Fairley. Goff linking with Durrant. Walters with the dummy, and it's McKee who gets there ahead of Durrant. Some very confident defensive play by McKee. Carelessness though by Jamieson. Here's Walters. The shooting chance is on. And he spotted young Ferguson off his line. The keeper did well, backpedaling. But Mark Walters has suddenly come to life, and he's causing all sorts of problems now for the Hamilton defence. Stepping inside here after the error from Jamieson, setting up that chipped shot, and Ferguson had to scramble back quickly to make the catch. Butcher to Drinkle. The header finds Walters. Wilkins. McCoist has made space away from Collins. Durrant leaves it to Walters. Well, that was promising for Rangers once again, but Mark Walters didn't quite read the dummy from Durrant. And Stuart Monroe closing in again at the back for Rangers. Taking possession again from Monroe. Good play this was from McCoist. Now watch Durrant running over the ball, leaving it to Walters, who got the ball caught between his feet. I fancy that the Hamilton manager John Lambie will be very happy to see half-time arrive with the score sheet remaining blank. But there's another problem for the Accies defence as Collins concedes the foul with the challenge on Drinkle. So Butcher joins the attack. So does Richard Goff. Played in by Walters. Up goes Brown. Well, it'll have to be taken again because the Accies wall was too close to the kicker. Referee Renton insisting they retreat the full 10 yards, and it's another chance for Walters to pick out one of the men in the box. It was Kevin Drinkle against the near post, and a fine save again from Alan Ferguson. Well, this was great play from Walters in particular. The variation, driving the low free kick to the near post area. Drinkle made the run, the glancing header, and it was well stopped by Ferguson. Here's McCoist with Walters. Durrant making space for Stevens. It's in, yes! Gary Stevens in the final minute of the first half. The goal which Hamilton was so desperate not to lose. And the Rangers fans come to life. Gary Stevens gets his first goal for Rangers. And a vital one at that in terms of setting up this first Premier Division match of the season. Here was Walters, causing problems again on the left flank as he has done so often in the match. Lofting the ball across. Durrant easing the ball back, and Stevens driving the ball through a forest of legs beyond Alan Ferguson for the opening goal. So a very savage blow that to Hamilton. And the interesting aspect of that goal is that it's almost certain that Graham Souness didn't see it. He had left his seat in the director's box and hadn't yet arrived on the track when Gary Stevens drove home the opening goal. So the throw goes to Hamilton. Barely enough time will be taken, not enough in fact. It's half time, and that hammer blow from Rangers coming just before the half-time whistle. So Hamilton start the second half, and no doubt different considerations in the interval team talk from John Lambie than they might have been had the scores remained level. Undoubtedly a lifting job to be done on morale, and thought certainly among the spectators at half-time that the floodgates might open up now that Rangers have gone in front, and it'll be down to the determination and character of this Accies team to see if they can cope with what might be an early onslaught from Rangers. Good ball from Durant to Walters. The run was made instantly by McCoist. Walters trying to get away from Kerr. Swinging cross, another away by McKee. This is Durant. An obstruction by Kerr. The free kick goes to Rangers. Kerr protests his innocence. Certainly will argue. He turned to run for the ball as Durant clashed with him. There's John Brown. And a fine run by Brown going towards the near post area to take that short free kick from Ian Durant. I see how Brown makes the run to make space for himself for the angled header across the face of the goal and wide of the target. Harris has found space on the right. He has McDonald and Fairley up in support. It's 3 against 3 for the moment. There's Colin Harris. And a fine effort from Harris. Goes over the top. The first real sign of attacking play from Hamilton in the second half. There's Durant. Brown's made the run through the inside left position. Pass wasn't quite in his path. Still John Brown. There's the header from McCoist. A golden opportunity. Rose a begging. Looked as though McCoist may have slightly misjudged the leap. The visual pass going away from Brown. He did well to send the ball across goal. And I wondered if McCoist leapt just a shade too early. Monroe approaches on the left. It's a good tackle from Harris. Vital one at that. Well, Harris has played very well indeed for Hamilton, dropping into a midfield role. Experience, of course, with Hibs and Dundee in the Premier Division, and Wraith Rovers also in the First and Second Division. Played in by Walters. And it was handball at the edge of the box by Gordon Scott. The Rangers players hoping for a penalty kick. Terry Butcher had a little chat with Jim Renton, but obviously there's no real disagreement. The ball appeared to bounce awkwardly on the arm of Gordon Scott. Let's just check to see if we can establish where this happened. Well, there was Scott right at the edge of the box. He was on the 18-yard line, so the referee appears to be perfectly correct, but this is a very dangerous position. Mark Walters and John Brown over the ball, both very accurate indeed from set pieces. The wall did its job. Walters shot. A brilliant header from Ali McCoist. Sheer brilliance from Rangers, from Walters and McCoist in particular. 20 minutes into the second half. And this was a goal to savour, there's no question about that. Came to the free kick. Now Walters initially had his shot blocked at the edge of the wall by Jim Kerr, but then he performed miracles as he won the ball again. But just look at the way he makes towards the byline and then hooks it back for McCoist, making a run for the diving header, which left Alan Ferguson without a hope. So McCoy starting a new season the way he spent most of the last season, scoring goals, and Graham Souness looking very calm. Certainly saw that one all right. Cooper to Stevens, now Wilkins, there's Walters. Oh, it's great play again from Walters, running riot now up front for Rangers. There's John Brown, off the crossbar. Well, the danger's not over as Durant sends it across. Harris's header, there's Wilkins. Hit with tremendous power. Just wide of the upright. There's Mark Walters now, who's tearing Hamilton to shreds. The chip cross from Brown, he steadies himself. Beauty deflection off the crossbar. Cross from Durant this time. Now look at this shot from Wilkins, it's not so very far away. Good running by Durant, he was well picked out by Goff. Here's Davy Cooper. That's great play from Cooper. And a brave bit of goalkeeping from Ferguson as Drinkle tried to get a head flick on at the near post. Great stuff again from Davy Cooper. It really is frightening and daunting to think that Cooper can come on, and Walters are already on the field for Rangers.
Most of the early attacking came from the Parkhead club. Against a somewhat shaky Hamilton defence, Joe Miller here pouncing, but the shot just wide. Celtic continuing to thrust their way forward. Andy Walker's measured cross to the far post, and Frank McAvenny on the turn, nearly opening the scoring. We did see one or two occasional early attacks from Hamilton. Paul McDonald's cross here finding Colin Harris, but the Celtic defence once again standing firm. Celtic known as perhaps the most cavalier side in the B&Q League Premier Division. On the raid from the right side here, Chris Morris with a cross. Joe Miller making it 1-0. Miller's first goal of the season coming after 7 minutes. Celtic leading by 1-0 at the half, and immediately going forward at the beginning of the second period. This attack started by Paul McStay, carried on by Joe Miller, and appeals for a penalty here as the ball seems to strike the hand of Jerry Collins. Collins moving onto the ball, and the left hand making contact with the ball. Frank McAvenny's cross for Celtic cleared away by the Hamilton defence. But Paul McStay, as ever, in the thick of the action. Let's draw back to Chris Morris. Again appeals for a penalty, waved aside as Andy Walker took the tumble. Bit of a push inside the box, but the referee waving the appeals aside. Joe Miller once again on the ball for Celtic. The Hamilton defence this time standing firm. Paul McStay, forever the architect for Celtic, trying to engineer attacking moves, and watch this turn from Frank McAvenny. Great finish to an excellent move. 2-0 Celtic. McAvenny with his back to goal, jockeyed for position, and a marvellous 15-yard shot. Hamilton, though, stayed in the game right until the end, and they even managed to get a penalty. Owen Archdeacon reaching up and handling that ball. The result, a penalty for the Accies. Archdeacon at the far post, making contact. Colin Harris against Ian Andrews, 2-1. Hamilton back in the match with 12 minutes left to go in regulation time. Celtic continued to attack in traditional style, though. Frank McAvenny finding Andy Walker here, the cross to the far post, and Owen Archdeacon nearly getting on the end of it. Celtic 2, Hamilton 1 the final score. We saw the reaction of the Hamilton manager, John Lambie.
As I said, when you meet Celtic in that mood, really, when I'm saying in that mood, whenever they go a couple of games, then that's probably the most dangerous time to meet Celtic. But it proved here today that some of Celtic's players are a wee bit jaded, but I'm sure the European tie on Wednesday is one thing that can bring it back to them, you know.
And as far as Accies are concerned, you said that you'd be stronger this time in the Premier League because you'd been here before. Is it tough going nevertheless?
Well, I think we've proved we're stronger, but we can still be stronger. I've been looking about for 2 or 3 players, and I reckon if I can get 3 players, then there'll be somebody else at the bottom of the league at the end of the season.
St Mirren against Hamilton Accies at Love Street in Paisley. St Mirren in a mid-table position at the start of play. Hamilton, on the other hand, looking for their first points away from home. St Mirren battling down the right side through Brian Hamilton. Deep cross sent in here. And Brian Martin's shot brilliantly blocked by Alan Ferguson, the young Hamilton goalkeeper. Martin again on the ball for St Mirren. Referee Jim McGilvery awarding the free kick to the Paisley side. Tommy Wilson, the right full-back, over the ball. Wilson's flighted cross and the header by Paul Chalmers, again well held by Ferguson. Ian Cameron, the wide midfielder of St Mirren. Cameron looking to go all the way here. Late tackle that time by Jerry Collins. And a free kick to St Mirren. Billy Davis and Ian Cameron, the two players over the ball. Billy Davis with a kick. And St Mirren have scored. The Paisley side in the lead. And a tough job now for Hamilton to battle back. Jerry Collins chasing Paul Chalmers here. Chalmers going down. Hauled to the ground by Jerry Collins. And a yellow card. Once again, Billy Davis with the free kick. Just whistling past. Into the second half with St Mirren still ahead by 1. Gordon Scott for Hamilton. Trying desperately to win the ball. But St Mirren have it back again. Mark McWalter outstripping Collins. McWalter's drawback of that shot by Billy Davis. Flicked away again. There's Hamilton striker Colin Harris. He's penalised here, doesn't like the decision. Clearly tells the linesman what he thinks of it. The linesman flagging to referee Jim McGilvery. And the outcome, well, it's going to be a red card for Colin Harris. He's sent off at a vital stage in the game for Hamilton Accies. St Mirren then leading by a 0-0 and with an advantage in terms of personnel. Mark McWalter again surging down the right side. Paul Chalmers waiting in the middle. 2-0. Perfectly worked move by St Mirren that time. The architect was Mark McWalter. The finisher was Paul Chalmers. St Mirren 2, Hamilton 0. Accies against Dundee United at Douglas Park. And a rather rainy scene in Hamilton this afternoon. Dundee United at the start of play in joint second position. Hamilton in second bottom spot. Dave Neary for Dundee United, switching play out to the left side. And Maurice Malpaz, the Dundee United captain, trying to push forward early on. The pass by Malpaz, driven in by Gordon McLeod. United trying to get a shot at goal. Rafael Mead to Mixu Patalainen. And United on the board with only 90 seconds on the clock. Mixu Patalainen, the big Finnish striker, scoring that important goal for Dundee United. But Hamilton trying to battle back. They win a free kick. Jerry McCabe taking it, but taking it too quickly. The Accies will have to go back. Jerry McCabe lining it up. Flick back here to Willie Jameson with a drive. And Billy Thompson holding on to it for Dundee United. Rain getting heavier and heavier at Douglas Park. Gordon McLeod on the surge here. Still Gordon McLeod, shot blocked away by Ferguson. Patalainen, his shot blocked away as well. Into the second half with a score of 2-0 for Dundee United following a Rafael Mead strike after 38 minutes. Here's Maurice Malpaz crossing from the left. Dipping cross tipped away by Ferguson. Billy Thompson, the Dundee United keeper, clearing upfield. Conditions awkward for the cameraman as well. You see the rain on the lens there. Alan Preston drawing the ball past Jim Weir. Great run by Preston. And the finish again by Mixu Patalainen. 3-0 for Dundee United. And the Hamilton defence in a bit of disarray now. Jerry Collins, experienced Hamilton player, trying to drive his team forward. Ball going out to the left side as Hamilton tried to mount an attack here. Billy Thompson holding on to the ball again for United. United again building up through Morris Malpass, seeing a lot of the ball. Alan Preston, wide to the left once again. Headed away by Collins. Malpass again for Dundee United. Linking with Ian McPhee, the substitute. And a goal for McPhee. Looked like a cross initially, but it counts. It's 4-0 for Dundee United. That was the final score. Paul McDonald's cross. Willie Jameson, the Accies captain. Brought down by Alan Snedden. Free kick to the Accies. Chick Charnley, dipping shot, and there's Andy Gorham at his international best. So Hamilton laying siege to the Hibernian goal early in this game. Big punt by Willie Jameson. This is Paul McDonald wide to the left. And the cross there to Eddie Gallagher. Gallagher making his debut for the Accies and coming close. Joe Tortolano for Hibernian now. It'll be a free kick. Kenny Hope, the referee this afternoon. And Tortolano taking it himself. Blocked away. Alan Ferguson, the Hamilton goalkeeper. Built up by Hibernian. Steve Archibald knocking it back to John Collins. And that looks like a free kick. Here's Paul Kane with the right foot shot. Ferguson blocking it away. Archibald. Steve Archibald makes it 1-0 for Hibernian after 29 minutes. Hibs going forward again, and that looks like a penalty as George McCluskey goes down. And the referee concurs. The Hibs fans delighted. McCluskey takes the kick himself. It goes in. And Hibs leading now by 2-0 with only 5 minutes left to go. Hibernian building up down the left side. George McCluskey again. Great turn to get past Jameson, and John Collins with a lot of space here. Can he make it 3-0? He can! John Collins with the perfect left foot shot. Hamilton 0, Hibernian 3, and that result pleased Alec Miller. Motherwell against Hamilton Accies, the Lanarkshire derby at Fir Park. Motherwell hoping to lift themselves to the first Premier Division win of the season. Over Motherwell. They're trying to get the ball away. There's Kinnaird. Great block by Alan Ferguson. Willie Jameson with a free kick. Excellent dummy, and here's Roseborough. Cammy Duncan on the stop for Motherwell. Kinnaird, tackled by Jerry Collins. This is Gordon Mayer. Has to stay out wide. Cowan. Free kick. Kevin McKee taking him out. And this could well be a booking. Steve Cowan requiring attention. And McKee getting away with a warning. There with a free kick, and McAdam! That's the goal Motherwell wanted. Perfectly placed downward header by Tom McAdam. The free kick was delightful by Mayer. There's McAdam coming in from the back, and Motherwell are on the board. Motherwell getting the ball back straight away. Here's Paul Kinnaird, and Ferguson coming out. Great piece of goalkeeping. Bobby Russell. After changing with Kinnaird, and Mayer could follow up off the post. Looking for an early goal in the second half. They have a corner. Jamie Fairley with it, and there's Eddie Gallagher. He's tied it. 1-1. Eddie Gallagher, the former Partick Thistle man, on the end of this corner. That was a great header. The game is tied. coming more and more into this game as it gets older. This is Chick Chonley, laying it off for Fairley. Beautiful turn on the shot. Chonley again, and he's having a go. Tommy Boyd doing well to win the ball for Motherwell, and Boyd with a chance. 1-1 the final score.
No winner in the Lennox Ada.
Between Hamilton and St Mirren. Hamilton, the basement team. St Mirren have put together a 6-game unbeaten sequence. Harris for Hamilton. This is Willie Jameson. Cross intended for Jim. Weir has made the run. Fumbled by Money, and still the chance for Weir. Has Harris waiting in the middle, and a second chance. It's a goal. Billy Davis lining up to take this free kick for St Mirren. There's McWalter. Big turn. Ian Cameron scooping it in. Ferguson off his line. This is Peter Weir. And Weir with a shot. St Mirren are level. Blocked away. Comes back to Chalmers. Brian Martin has made the run to his left. Now dragged on by Weir. Billy Davis calling for the ball. Weir with the cross. And the header by Paul Chalmers. St Mirren in the lead. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Long kick by Campbell Money. Causing problems for the Hamilton back four. This is Billy Davis. What a strike by Davis. Taking that one first time and really hammering it. Billy Davis signed from the Swedish club Elfsborg. What a finish. Throw to Hamilton. This is Craig Napier. The break is on. Eddie Gallagher waiting in the middle. Hamilton are back in the game. 15 minutes left. Eddie Gallagher. Money getting good distance with his kicks. Mugabe leaving it for Weir. But he has tormented the Hamilton defence, and there's Chalmers. His second and St Mirren's fourth. The final score, Hamilton 2, St Mirren 4. Dundee United have won only 2 of their 8 home matches. Hamilton with only 1 point away from home. They're still at the bottom. Eddie Thompson, the Dundee United goalkeeper, going deep. This is Kevin Gallagher. Try the shot, but the flag's up. Miodrag Krivokapic. Dundee United still up with the Premier Division leaders with 19 points. Roseborough for Hamilton. Eddie Gallagher's made a run in the middle. There's Gallagher. In a plucky display by Hamilton. Haven't made too many attacking raids, but defensively very secure. Maurice Malpaz, the Dundee United captain. Now Dave Bowman, bit of space, and it's gone in. Alan Ferguson fumbling, couldn't hold on to the ball, and the substitute Dave Bowman gives Dundee United the lead. This long-range effort catching Hamilton out. Ferguson dropping the ball. Dundee United 1, Hamilton 0. Jim McAnally now unleashing Kevin Gallagher, and Hamish French with a chance. Almost the second. Alan Preston has moved deep. Now this is Patalainen. Hamilton still very much in this game. Hamish French getting past the Hamilton defenders. Ferguson, great block, but still Hamish French. He's still going. A 1-0 victory for Dundee United.
And Rangers' lead now stretched to 4 points after today.
Park. Lolly Accies must be wondering what it's like to win a game. They've gone 14 games without a victory, but they're hoping to end that depressing sequence against the Dundee side, who lost on this ground back in September. Rab Shannon for Dundee. Bit of a midfield struggle in the first half. Teams trying to change that here in the second period. Rafferty. Dundee going out wide to the left to Steve Campbell. Campbell taking on McKee. Inside him is Rafferty. Wasn't far away. The break is on for Hamilton. Eddie Gallagher seemed to be held by Shannon. And Rab Shannon has already been booked. Could be in a lot of trouble here. Referee Jerry Evans shows him the red card. He's off. Problems for Dundee. Harris turning Keith right. Supported by Napier. Craig Napier might have a go here. Geddes getting down well. Hamilton again looking for the counter-attack. Stuart Gordon with the lob, and it's a goal! Stuart Gordon's first goal of the season. And it's a 1-0 victory for Hamilton, and the fans love it. Here's Ferguson. Going on the inside and trying the shot, it's a goal! Alan Ruff is stunned, but Derek Ferguson has made the breakthrough. And that could be a vital goal for Rangers. Ahead, the champions are hoping to get Tuesday's Old Firm defeat out of their system against bottom club Hamilton, a team Celtic beat 8-0 2 months ago. Rogan looking for Joe Miller. Miller back in the Celtic starting lineup. Might be an interesting cross, and Ruff. The whistle has sounded. Here's Paul McDonald for Hamilton. There's a lot of pace, and taking on the Celtic defenders. The chance on for Jim Weir, and Rogan got back to cover. Celtic 7 points behind the leaders Rangers. Desperate for victory today. Tommy Burns. Mike McGee has made the run down the right, and breezing past the Hamilton defence. Walker! It's 1-0 for Celtic, and Andy Walker on target for the first time in many weeks. Mark McGee managing to get past Paul Martin, and the cross was inch perfect for Andy Walker, who was unmarked. 1-0 for Celtic. Clear for Hamilton. Grant for Celtic. Way off by Walker. Here's Peter Grant. Miller drawing it back to Chris Morris, and Walker again with a header. McGee has young David Elliott out to his left, the substitute. Replaced Billy Stark, beautiful turn. Back to Rogan. Bit of an up and under. Chris Morris might try the shot. Craig Napier with the throw for Hamilton. Looking for Weir. Comes back to Colin Miller. Bonner, great save. Perfectly positioned. Napier. Intercepted by McCarthy. And McGee turning Martin inside out. Walker laying it off to Miller. He scored. Joe Miller makes it 2-0. The ball seemed to go through Alan Ruff's legs. Mark McGee drawing it past all the Hamilton defenders. Walker made the final pass, and Joe Miller with the shot through Alan Ruff. Walker finding Miller. Ruggan, the left fullback, again in the attacking position. And almost an own goal. Paul Martin. The final score 2-0 for Celtic.
Tommy Boyd's cross. Oh, hesitation, and Kirk scores. Defensive slackness by Hamilton. From McDonald, one of the Hamilton heroes today. And a great burst down the left wing. There's Stuart Gordon, that's a second. A double for Gordon and a double for Hamilton Accies.